We need to look around. What is the need within the community in which we live? What are gaps in the service in the community that aren't being filled? Often the kind of program isn't limited to this congregation, but rather becomes a ministry of a wider community. Again, the Resurrection Church that I was telling you about, they have a support group for the families, which includes more people than just the people in their own church. There was a congregation in Salinas, St. Paul's, that saw a need for child care with incarcerated mothers. And so they started an outreach program where they meet with the mothers while they're still incarcerated, and then when they come out, there's another support group that continues to care for them, and they match up experienced moms one-on-one with the incarcerated women when they're released, and have their children to help them with parenting skills. Another model is individual prayer warriors, which sounds like what you have, that the people are taking home their lists each week. And it can be done in several ways. People can form a telephone tree so that there is a contact person if you need immediate prayer, and that contact person then starts the telephone tree to call others to prayer. In our church in Calistoga, we have a website, and on our website we now have a prayer request section on the website. And there's a lady in our church named Danny who updates it, who gets the messages off and prays immediately. And then there are others who just go on the website and check for whatever names are there. And you can screen. You don't post them until you've screened them first. So if there's too much information there, you can screen some of it out.
Right now we post on our Facebook site, on the church's Facebook site, but a lot of our members are not on Facebook, so not as consistently as I'd like, I email the list to the church members. Right now I think we have only 11 members without email, so I email and then it goes out to a broader community. But previously that was done by Jane Graham, and then she had some major health issues within her family. So so that's when I sort of took it over. But it would be great if somebody else wanted to
be the contact person for that. Another model is intercessor prayer teams. These people go out 2 by 2 to visit the sick in their homes or in the hospital. They offer healing prayer, what Forrest just described a few minutes ago. Sometimes they anointing with oil, and it can certainly be expanded to taking communion to those who are unable to worship at the church. If you're taking communion from the church to people who are shut in that day, I really encourage you to do it the day that you have communion and not later on, and have the people in the congregation pray for you before, because you're taking it out for the entire congregation, so that they are connected with the fact that you are taking the meal that you've all just shared to the person who, for whatever reason, can't be part of that group. So have them come at the, we had one man in our church when we did this in Calvary at Santa Cruz who rode a bicycle, and so he would